Hello, my name is Erwin. I'm the Housing Financial Student Assistant here in Cal State LA. In today's video, I will be showing you all how to set up your payment plan for fall 2026. Now, unfortunately, due to the lack of time, this video will be looking at the rates of spring 2026, but the same concept is going to be applicable for fall 2026. So let's get started. Here's what you need before starting the application. First, you need a reliable computer, of course. Second, you need to have access to your housing portal. Third, you need access to your My calstatela because you will need your Get portal. 4, you need the spring or fall rates. That way you can know how much you'll be, of course, when it comes to housing charges, tuition charges, and the financial aid charges. Well, in this case, it's grants and scholarships. So, hopefully we all have that selected. Let's start off by looking at the information we see in the housing portal. Now, once you log into your housing portal, of course, you're gonna see that it shows different things in the main menu. We'll be looking at specifically forms in this video. Now, if you go under forms, in this case, the only form available to us is Spring 2026 Payment Plan. We'll click that for now. Now that you see the form, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There's a lot of required boxes that you need to fill out. But don't worry, it's fairly simple. You start off by putting your name and your CIN. Obviously, I'm not gonna put my CIN, but here's an example. Now we come to box 3. Now in box 3, you're gonna see that you need to have four different kinds of information. Your total tuition and fees, your total housing charges, your financial aid that you're gonna receive or you have received so far based on the semester that you're applying to housing. In this case, most likely you'll be filling out this form way before the fall semester starts. In that case, we can only just use estimates. Something you should be aware about is that these estimates will change once the semester starts. Numbers change when it comes to financial aid. It's not always accurate, so always look at your financial aid every so often. It's a great thing to remember. When you're filling out this form, you should have the spring or fall rates already open on your computer. Now you're gonna see South Village, the University and Golden Eagle apartments, the meal plans. All this information is very important and it all depends on what type of housing you have applied for. For people in South Village, you have the single, double, triple amounts. For the University and Golden Eagle apartments, the same thing, single, double, triple. GA, single, double, triple, all that good stuff. Just make sure you look at the correct amounts for this correct semester. We don't want to put the incorrect information, of course. As you may already know, meal plans are very different depending on what type of housing you have selected. So make sure you put the correct amount. Now that we have seen this information, let's put an estimate for housing charges. $9,450. This should already have the fees already included. As you can see, the box 4 has already updated by itself. A great benefit of this form is that it shows you estimates already, even before sending the form to us. The tuition and fees part, I will be showing you how to find this information in case you don't have the tab open already. So if we were to search up tuition Cal State LA, it should be the first option, student fees. Once you look under student fees, you're gonna see fall 2026 tuition and fees. Now you may be wondering, what are all these numbers before the undergraduate total? Well, those are extra fees that are added to your account for tuition. When filling out the application, use the undergraduate total. Now, if you had to go back to your form, you put that amount, $3,966 with 4 cents. Every cent counts, especially when making payments. So please remember to put the exact amounts when filling out the form. Now, financial aid received. Before we continue, I'm gonna walk you through how to find your financial aid. This may be a confusing step for most students, so we'll keep it as simple as we can. Step 1, load up to calstatela.edu. Step 2, once you're on the main home page, go to the upper right hand corner and click on My CalStatLA. That'll take you to My CalStatLA portal. Step 3, after logging into your My CalStatLA portal, click on the box that says Get, and it'll take you into your Get portal. Step 4, when you are in your Get portal, click on the box that says Student Center. Step 5, in your Student Center, scroll to the section titled Finances and then select View Financial Aid to view your award package. Step 6, select the appropriate academic year to view your financial aid award. Step 7, after clicking the year, your award package will be displayed. Great! You will only use the total for the semester, not the academic year. Step 8, after looking at the term total for the appropriate semester, you will save that total and input that amount into the financial aid section of the housing payment plan form. Now this is obviously different per student, so for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna put a random amount that we see. In this case, let's say 9,800. Let's just say that. And you've already paid your fees, 230. As you can see, the amount due to housing based on our estimates is around 846 with 51 cents for 4 months. Now we're at box 5, comments. I highly recommend you put as much details as you can. If you'd like to contact us, you can do so as well. Now, box 6. Box 6 is basically the terms and conditions. Always read the terms and conditions. You're gonna see very important information and a lot of information that you must understand when submitting the payment plan. Every single statement that you see in terms and conditions require initials. In this case, I'll just put my initials for every box. After signing the first box, you'll see that every initial you just have to click and it'll work automatically. And there you go. Now, the only thing you need to fill out is your name, which in this case would be your signature, of course, your digital e-sign, your best contact number, and your email address. Now, I highly recommend you put your student email address. It's better this way because it's easier for us to contact you since it relates to the information that we see in Get. After you filled out the entire form, a little pop-up is gonna appear in the bottom of your screen to agree to the consumer disclosure. Basically means you're assigning this officially. You just click to sign. After you click to sign, you're gonna receive an email. That email is gonna come from Adobe Sign and that will be sent directly to your CalStatLA email. Once you receive that email, it'll ask you to confirm your email address. After you confirm your email address by clicking on the link that they provide, that payment plan will be sent to us. After it's sent to us, you've completed your part. That's great. Once it gets checked, you'll look at it, you'll see that the agreement has been completed as Adobe Sign states, and you'll be able to see the green section with its correct amounts. You'll see who reviewed it, when they reviewed it, and if you have any questions, of course, contact us. I can say it as many times as I'd like, but always contact us. All right. In this part of the video, I will be showing you all how to make your first payment. Now you may be wondering, do I come to the office in person to make this payment? Or is there a specific office I need to go to? Well, lucky for you, you can make your payment through your Get portal. So hopefully you have access to your Get now. Let's get started. You go to your Get portal. You're gonna see 9 tabs. To the top right box, you're gonna see something called Make a Payment. You just click Make a Payment and it'll take you to Transact. Transact is our associated software. You can make payments in regards to your tuition, in regards to your housing, your enrollment confirmation deposit. In this case, we have to make sure that we see housing. To the left side, we click make a payment. When you're at make a payment, you click on view all items. When you're at view all items, you're gonna scroll down until you see student housing fees. You click on view category. Once you click on view category, you're gonna see 4 or 5 different options. We're looking for fall 2026, but unfortunately, at this time of this video, it's not available. So let's just go to spring 2026 in this case. We click on view details. You're gonna see a pop-up to your right side of your screen. It's gonna ask to enter an amount. Now, what amount is that? Well, hopefully you've filled out the payment plan, it's been revised, and they give you the correct numbers. You put in that same amount that you see for the first month, $1,600. Make sure that it goes under rental. Think of every payment you make in the payment plan as you're paying rent for the month. That's a great way to think about it. You click add to payment. Since we're just paying for housing, we just click on pay now. We scroll all the way down, you're gonna see in the bottom right, it says checkout. You click on checkout. We highly recommend you use your bank account information. Using your bank account information, you avoid all those service fees. Hopefully you've been able to understand how to make a payment through Transact, and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a Q&A. These are some common questions that students may have, so hopefully you're able to answer them.
Yeah, of course.
What housing am I eligible for?
Great question. It really depends on your age range, actually. So if you are less than 24 years old, your only options for housing are in South Village. Now, if you're a recent high school graduate, you'd be going to most likely Tower 1 in South Village, but it can change. But if you're 24 and older, you have access to the university apartments. You'll most likely be going there based on your age. Now, GEA is only for our graduates. So if you're a graduate who already got their bachelor's, you'll be going to the GEA apartments.
How much can I pay up front?
Oh, you can pay the whole thing in full. You can pay even with extra, just in case there's something that happens in the future, you have some credit. But we'll most likely refund it to you before that happens. Once you fill out the payment plan, we revise it, we give you an amount. Let's say the student owes $1,400. That is the minimum that they could pay for that month.
What is the lockout policy?
Great question. So lockout policy, your first lockout is free. After that, every lockout is $10. After 10 lockouts, you might get a disciplinary notice where you have to speak with one of our ROCs or one of the RA supervisors in regards to what the situation might be of you getting locked out so often. So please do not get locked out that many times.
What do I do if I have any other questions?
Well, our office hours are from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m., Monday through Fridays. Email us to askhousing@calstatela.edu and we'll be able to answer your questions or forward it to one of our supervisors and they'll be able to contact you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching our video. We've been able to explain the payment plan, how to make your first payment. We've answered some of your questions that we received. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to contact us at askhousing@calstatela.edu or connect with us on Instagram. We'll be able to see your questions there as well. And hopefully we see you in the next one. See ya.